All my life, since I can remember, I've loved the maverick. I've loved the people who stood for something that maybe only they stood for. It didn't mean I necessarily agree with them. Emma Goldman, the radicals of the 60s, Abby Hoffman, Eugene Debs, anybody, Trotsky, Castro, I'm not going to mention you know who, but anybody who dared to say, I don't agree with this, I'm standing on my own, especially great musicians and people who said, I'm going to stick true to my goals. I've loved these people. And it's something that I celebrate. And like I said, I would rather certainly be with somebody who is sincere about what they believe in than somebody that I necessarily agree with. Agreeing with them is really not that important. That's not something I necessarily care about. I don't care about agreeing with people. Bobby Kennedy Jr. has always been a subject of, I don't know what it is. I don't know him. We kind of sort of worked at Air America, and I got the impression he didn't care for me. I wasn't one of the chosen. We never had any, run-ins, but I just kind of got the word. And that's okay. Believe it or not, I am the most comfortable when I am not cared for. Because when too many people agree with me, which never happens, it makes me very uncomfortable. So what we have here is something very interesting. It's this case of this Bobby Kennedy who dares to go against the big pharma vaccine, the hierarchy. He dares to do this. I'm in love. Whether it's true or not. Again, it's somebody saying, he's saying this. Going up against big pharma, big agra. We haven't had any GMO issues. I think big agra is still bigger than anything you can imagine, but big pharma, big agra. The new configuration, the new iteration of this, my friends, this new global reset a la Schwab. So now he's running. And I will take anybody who's authentic. I want to know where you stand. I'll take what you believe in. I am not against leftists. You have to understand this. I don't care about this. Left, right, the right and the left. Let me give you an example. Expressions. The right. What? The left. Oh, please. That's it. Now you tell me what that means. The right, exasperated. You've got to be kidding me. The left. Oh, please. Hackneyed. Usual suspect. I don't know anything about viruses, vaccines. I just, when I think I know something, I don't know something. Let me give you a little background. I love vocabulary. I love not to study words, but use words and pronounce words. And the more that I have been involved in words since I can remember, the less I know. It's like you don't realize it. You don't realize how wet the ocean is until you get into it. You don't know how far things are until you start going in that direction. You don't really realize. So I've never fooled myself into thinking. that I don't know anything about vaccines or epidemiology or virology or SARS-CoV-2 or H1N1 or coronaviruses or anything like that. Anything. I kind of know what I think the public collective perception is, especially in the professional world. And I think that I know what people think regarding that. I think. But then again, I realize even they are arguing. There's arguing right now, this incredible argument among string theorists. I thought string theory was absolute. I thought Einsteinian speed of light. You can't go faster than it. That's it. Then Weinstein comes along and others, and they're going after Ed Whitman. I love it. I love it. Daring to show, to be the maverick, to go against that which everybody supposedly believes. Oh, I love that. I love it. And then there were other scientists who went, by the way, scientists, philosophers, Berlinski and Gellertner and, oh God, who were the others? Who were actually daring to go against Darwin and who speak for the existence of God in support of intelligent design. I love it. Do I believe in it? I don't think so. But just because I don't believe in it doesn't mean there's no merit to it. I don't speak French. That doesn't mean there's no French. So Bobby Kennedy came along and he pushed his way out of the way of the fellow Kennedys. I don't know how many people there were. How many total Kennedys? In-laws, grandkids, cousins. What the hell? Anyway. And I am completely normally antithetical towards and allergic to anything involving monarchies or royalty or anything like that. But he dared to say, to speak regarding autism and CDC and even going against polio, accepted understanding regarding polio. I love it. And we need this. And stirring the pot is what keeps our society great. Stirring the pot, going against convention, playing things differently. It's like with music, play it differently. We had to have a Zappa, even though Zappa wasn't, with the exception of maybe Dynamo Hum and Valley Girl, it was important. And I wasn't the biggest Zappa fan, though I respected him. We needed the Pogues. We needed the Cranberries. We needed Bo Diddley. We needed all of these people to set into place this matrix, this circuit board for music. And the same thing goes for thinking. And we need this completely disparate and revolutionary thinking. And it makes me figure out what I believe in when I'm finding out what I don't believe in. I respect atheists and the devout. I respect the most radical of. I listen to people who say things that I'm absolutely, positively, diametrically, organically against, and I want to hear it. And Bobby Kennedy Jr. is driving these people crazy. Bobby Kennedy Jr. scares the hell out of these shadow government overlords. And watch the disinformation start. Conspiracy theorist, vaccine denier, anti-vaxxer, this guy. And he does it with this spasmodic dysphonia, this thing. And anybody who says, I'm gonna keep talking. Anybody who speaks, people who have port wine, Gorbachev, and anybody who says, I'm not gonna let this get in the way of me. I'm not embarrassed. I'm gonna. So there's a lot to respect in some respect. Doesn't mean you buy the whole package. Doesn't mean everything that he's ever said, everything he's ever done, I'm for. I'm not saying that. But when somebody goes against the grain, whether it's Bobby Kennedy or Alex Jones or Gigi Allen, I'm really going. Anybody who says, no, Brando did it his way. Anybody, the Beatles to an extent, people do, anybody who does things their way. When the whole Cubist movement went, and Picasso, and the Dadaists, and all these people go, what the hell is this? And Pollock, and I mean, it's somebody who said, I'm doing it differently. I'm doing it my way. And I love that. Okay? And you should too. Now do me a favor. You know what the drill is. I want you to like this video. I want you to subscribe to this channel. And I also want you to be notified of new videos and the like. And whatever you do, I want to hear your thoughts and your comments regarding this. Tell me what you think and comment as you see fit.